Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about another substance that could be utilized for ADHD, and that is caffeine. I know, it's not that big of a reveal. Plenty of people know that caffeine is a stimulant that can actually help with the dopaminergic side in the brain and therefore help with ADHD, but I'm going to be getting into that. So, without further ado, I would like to say my disclaimer. I am not a doctor and I am not a chemist, nor do I pretend to be either one of those things. I do not encourage the use of any substances, legal or illegal, and this video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Also, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to this channel. So, when it comes to ADHD, we know that the dopaminergic pathway is theoretically what causes so much of the troubles for persons with ADHD, as well as the pain pathway, but that's a whole nother argument and a whole nother can of worms. So today we're going to be mainly focusing on the dopaminergic pathway. So with dopamine in the brain, we have certain things that we know increase it. We already have, Adderall, which just directly increases the release of dopamine, and we have things like Ritalin, which are dopamine reuptake inhibitors, which block dopamine from being sucked back up from the synapse and allows it to be more readily available for the other side to absorb. Now, when it comes to caffeine, caffeine is a stimulant, just like ginseng, just like most other things. You can find it naturally, you can find it synthetically. I mean, you can find it in guarana extract, you can find it in tea, you can find it in coffee. It's in a lot of places. They even tried to ban coffee from the Olympics at one point because they considered it to be a performance-enhancing drug, a performance-enhancing aid. But so many people, to my understanding, failed the drug test that they had to take it out because caffeine was so readily in everything that it was almost like, how could you not have caffeine? I mean, if most people just took a moment to think about how much caffeine they had in a day, sometimes they're surprised about how many milligrams of caffeine they have in a single day just because of the beverages that they drink. I mean, a lot of people just consume multiple sodas a day and that has it in it. Even if it's calorie-free soda, a lot of calorie-free soda still has caffeine in it. So caffeine has often been used for fat burning and such, but when it comes to ADHD and inattention, it has been shown, to my understanding, I haven't seen any studies on it, it's mainly anecdotal, to help people focus better. And it's, again, through this dopaminergic pathway. The idea is that it can help to release more dopamine, thus making you more attentive on things you wouldn't otherwise. Basically, allowing you to hyperfixate on things that you wouldn't otherwise find interesting. Now, caffeine is used by everybody, not just people with ADHD, and some people report getting really distracted when they're on caffeine, which might be even helpful for the argument that the dopamine pathway is the main way that ADHD has its effects on people. Because if that is the case, which it appears to be, then everybody who has if it is the case, then only people with ADHD would really have good results from taking caffeine, and only those without ADHD would be very distracted or jumpy when they have caffeine. I've even heard of some people getting almost a sedative effect from caffeine when they have ADHD and they take caffeine. I don't know how true that is because I don't know what role dopamine plays in the aiding in sleep, I should say, because I mainly focus on the melatonin and GABA pathways. By the way, in my other video, I said GABA was gamma butyric acid, but it's gamma aminobutyric acid, and I'm sorry about that. But anyways, when it comes down to it, caffeine seems to work for a lot of people. In fact, in my supplement that I'm working on for the ADHD, ADHD specific persons, or basically it's an overall cognitive enhancer specifically focusing on people with ADHD, it will have caffeine in it simply because caffeine has been shown to be so efficacious and so well-rounded in its uses. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video. I hope everyone is doing well right now. Please subscribe to this channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please comment down below if you'd be so kind. And until next time, keep those shoulders back and down when you lift. And don't just have a good one, have a great one.